world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from. My name is MD90 and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss any upload that comes up on the channel. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel, because we put out a lot of content, is head to the playlist and you'll find all various things that we're doing here curated for you based on your interests. So we've got the Kutka podcast, we've got the Tishimi production. These are movies, actually, short movies that you can find on that playlist. And news and trends. We do a lot. We do vlogs. We do a lot on this channel. So the easiest way for so that you don't lose yourself, you find that there's a vlog here. The next thing is main news. So for you, if you're interested in vlogs, head to the place. You're interested in a podcast, to the place. You're interested in short movies, head to Tishimi Productions, the place in that section. So that's the easiest way to navigate the channel. Any other details that you need to know about me in the About section. If you need to contact me, every video has all my details that you need. Just check the description section. You'll find all the contact details or the About section. Otherwise, I'm glad to have you. Well, the cases of former First Lady Esther Lungu were supposed to continue today. As you may be aware, she's still in South Africa, still appearing in court with regard to the battle between the Zambian government and the Lungu family with regard to either repatriating the remains of Edgar Chagwa Lungu, former president of Zambia, or they burying him in South Africa. So Esther Lungu's theft case comes up today for fix of trial dates. That's according to Kalemba, reporting about the former First Lady there. So former First Lady Esther Lungu's case, in which she is charged with theft of a motor vehicle and a title deed, is coming up today for mention to fix the date of trial. So probably they just met in court to have the date fixed, because the former First Lady is not in the country, as you all may be aware. So until the burial happens, that's when they can state when she's likely to be back. So based on the facts that have been said so far, to say they are likely to pass the verdict in South Africa on August 4th. So maybe it has to be around after the 4th of August, when they will state to say what day they will bury Edgar Lungu, whether in South Africa or his body is coming back to Zambia. But on the other hand, also the daughter to the late president Edgar Chagwa Lungu, Tesila Lungu, the lady on the right there. If you remember last week, UPND member of parliament raised a point of order within parliament, demanding to say, was parliament in order to have an absentee member of parliament representing Chawama when the people of Chawama needed a representation. So he asked the speaker to rule on whether to declare to declare Tesila Lungu's seat, Chawama seat vacant, or continue. So the speaker had said to say she was going to advise this week. And she did today, Friday, 25th July, 2025. She made a verdict with regard to Tesila Lungu's seat, whether she's losing her seat or she continues to be member of parliament until further notice. So this is what the UPND reported just after the verdict was given. So Chawama member of parliament Tesila Lungu should report back to parliament 14 days after the burial of father, Speaker Neri Muti. So that's according to the verdict that has come from the speaker. She is given direction to say the Chawama member of parliament is expected to be in parliament 14 days after the burial. So not decide to say 14 days from now. I've seen a debate online where people are debating to say, no, she means 14 days from now. No. It's very clearly stated in what the speaker had said to say. So whatever day they will bury Edgar Chagwa Lungu, whether in South Africa or in Zambia, 14 days after that day of burial, that's when Tesila Lungu is expected to be in parliament. So that's the verdict that has come from the speaker. Some details that the speaker of the National Assembly, Neri Muti, has issued directive for Chawama member of parliament, Tesila Lungu, to present herself to either office or the house within 14 days after the burial of the late president Edgar Chagwa Lungu. So pretty much that's the highlight from that. She was simply responding to a point of order that was raised by a member of parliament last week. So Tesla Lungu is safe at this moment. Obviously, other platforms have picked up the same news headline. And Chief Etayari has also weighed in to say, yes, he likes the verdict that has come from Neri Muti. But with Chief Etayari, you never know, because he was advocating that the seat should be nullified. So the one that they call Chief Etayari, so now that he sees that the verdict has been given, he says now it's compassionate and is in agreement with the ruling. But in actual fact, he wanted the seat to be nullified now. Ah, man, this guy. And then the other issue is the issue of bribing judges was talk between two people dreaming and cannot be tied to government. Vice President Tainamango on the recent leaked audio saga. So Vice President was asked in Parliament with regard to where the government stands on this issue, to which she responded to say, the government cannot be implicated. It was just two people that were just dreaming or having that conversation. And then you can see Tracy Chilembo in the comment section. She asked, say, okay, fine. So meaning it's not artificial intelligence, right? So the fact that the vice president issued that statement, now they're asking to say, how can the government disassociate itself from that if initially they believed it was AI? So does that mean that they are agreeing to say it's an authentic audio, whether it was obtained or recorded illegally or whoever recorded between the two people that are involved in that audio? It's not known. So people are now asking to say, does that mean authenticating to say it's actually a real audio? So the vice president simply said, don't associate government to that. It's two people that were just having a casual conversation. Now, the other side is that there's a minister that's suspected to be part of that audio, apart from Robert Shebinga, that is purported or alleged to be part of that audio, the one that leaked. There's a minister within the UPND government, that was the lady on the other side, that people are saying, okay, fine, if you say government is not part of it, but the other person in that audio allegedly is a minister. So that conversation and debate continues. And then obviously Emmanuel Wamba also weighs in, say police should pursue Chabinga and minister over leaked audio, not me. So obviously they're simply saying, I mean, pursue the people that are in the audio, because the content of that audio are very provocating. That's according to Emmanuel Wamba there. And then fights within the Tonse alliance. So according to the Daily Liberation says, Luwinda cannot continue to be to lead Tonse, that's KBF. To die that PF's Tonse anchor party does not exist. So those fights have started within the Tonse alliance. And this is just like 1 year before the elections. I mean, these alliances, you never know. So pretty much most of the fight is between the guy that you see on the left, that is KBF, and the Given Luwinda. So according to what has been presented so far is that, as you may be aware, the time that the former president, Edgar Lungu, was still alive, he had handed over most of his responsibilities to Given Luwinda, to act as a PF president, to act as a chairperson for the Tonse Alliance. So now, KBF on the left is alleged to say he does not recognize the leadership of Given Luwinda, and there is no trace to say actually authority was given to him. And actually, it does not mean that if PF is part of the Tonse Alliance, it does not make it the anchor party in that alliance. It's just a member like any other party. This is the argument that is making people lose the reality. If you remember, when Uka Alliance was making waves, it's because of the Patriotic Front. The reality is, the biggest opposition at the moment, as things stand, is still the Patriotic Front. Whether you say they are having their fights, there are factions. There's the Chabinga faction. There's what's this, the Mao Sampa faction and the Edgar Chakolumu faction. The reality is that the real authority of the PF still remains with this faction, the one that Edgar Lungu was leading, the one that now is led by Given Luwinda. Any other person is simply an individual. I mean, what's his name? Robert Chabinga, in as much as he says the acting Patriotic Front president, he has no political mileage on the ground. Even the members of parliament within the Patriotic Front, they fight him. He has no authority to call any shots. That's the reality. It's the same situation that happened with Mao Sampa. When Mao Sampa was the leader of Patriotic Front after that convention that he held at Mulungushi, the reality it was just him, Mao Sampa, and Robert Chavinga. Now that they fell out between Mao Sampa and Robert Chavinga, Mao Sampa went back to the Patriotic Front that was led by Edgar Lungu, now led by Gideon Lubinda. So which leaves Chavinga, and Chavinga has no clout or authority in reality. So for them to say no, PF is not the anchor party in the Tonse alliance, he's just cheating himself. Look at how the UKA alliance now has died. Immediately the PF left the UKA alliance, it's non-existent in reality. It has no clout. They hold press briefings that they don't, no one listens to them. That's the reality. It's like someone coming to claim to say, no, the UPND alliance without UPND is fine. That's a lie. The authority within that alliance is the UPND. When the UPND leaves that alliance, that the rest of the parties dismantle and they go away. So the competition in reality is still between the Patriotic Front and the UPND, whether you want to debate, no matter how much. One person that tested the water is since the first president, what's his name? Hari Kalawa. Hari Kalawa tried to run as an individual in the recent by-elections. Did you see how mediocre he performed? Yes, he got some votes, but the numbers were nowhere close to what the UPND got and the second contender, the PF endorsed candidate got. So the reality is that the competition still stays between UPND and PF. That's just it. That's just it. So if KBF still insists to say, okay, let's kick out the Patriotic Front out of the Tonse Alliance, yes, fine. Wherever the PF will go, that's where the numbers will go, which will leave that Tonse Alliance dead in the water, just like it's the UKA Alliance has been left dead in the water. That's just the reality. So the easiest way KBF, if he feels is the right person to take over the authority of the Tonse Alliance, he has to negotiate terms with Gideon Lubinda, because that's the person that's actually leading the Patriotic Front, the one where the members of parliament identify and submit. It's Gideon Lubinda. So if KBF wants to take over that authority, he has to negotiate with that guy. Otherwise, trying to overshadow him and say, no, he's irrelevant in the alliance, let's kick him out of the alliance. Fine. The PF will leave the Tonse Alliance and then it will be just die like the UKA Alliance. That's just the reality. Anyway, let's move on. And then the UPND say, you are not the one that appointed me, so I do not owe you a response, given even that tells the excited KBF, to my opposition. So you can see even the UPND is just laughing at them to say now the fights have started popping up. The reality is that people are just delaying the inevitable here. Let them just pick the proper leadership of the Tonse Alliance, announce it. People will leave. That is inevitable. They are just delaying the inevitable. Those that feel they are the right people to take over the alliance will leave, whether you like it or not. So you might as well do it now. So the ones that want to leave, let them leave now. So they have time to organize themselves before the elections. Otherwise, this thing of delaying, who's the leader, who's the acting chairperson, they're just wasting their time, honestly. That's the elephant in the room, which needs to be addressed. Mao Sampa has also issued a statement over who actually was given authority by Edgar Lungu. Everyone is claiming to say they had a meeting with Edgar Lungu before he died, and somehow they appointed, they were anointed the individual to take over Tonse Alliance. And this is a response that the Patriotic Front put from Gideon Lubinda with regard to that headline that was published in the Daily Revelation. So Lubinda breaks silence. I will not respond to people who did not appoint me. Patriotic Front acting president and Tonse Alliance acting chairperson Gideon Lubinda has finally broken his silence on the ongoing wrangles in the alliance, declaring that you will not respond to individuals who did not appoint him. Mr. Lubinda remarks comes in response to Zambia Must Prosper President Kelvin Wayafube, who questioned his suitability to lead the alliance. Mr. Lubinda was appointed to remain as an interim to his interim position following the death of former President Edgar Lungu. Says the demands that are subjected to him, whether he's president or not, not only on his behalf, according to that statement there. And what else is here? KBF's team is also claiming to say that news headline is fake. So according to someone as a media director from the party, Zambia Prosper Party, they say fake story obtained from a WhatsApp group, says KBF. Good morning, family. We woke up to a misleading headline today in today's edition of the Daily Liberation newspaper. Let us set the record straight. The article does not reflect the official position of our president, or no, the president of, our president, KBF, has such a statement at this point, has not issued such a statement at this point. Both President KBF and the Zambia Sports Party remain committed to working with all members of the alliance. Every partner in the alliance is important to us, and we will not tolerate any attempts to sow division amongst us. We are therefore demanding that the Daily Liberation newspaper retract and correct the article in question. If no public apology is issued within 24 hours, we will be left with no choice but to pursue legal action. Let us remain united and focused. So that was some damage control that came from Zambia Sports Party, which is pretty much KBF's party, saying, no, this was a WhatsApp conversation which leaked of some sort. It's not official position. And neither are they claiming to say it's the official standing of that thing. But the reality is that this thing needs to be addressed. They're just delaying the inevitable. And you can see the other part within the alliance, KBF not recognized as a member of the Tonse alliance. So now the youths are jabbing at KBF. Let them just go to whatever form and vote for whoever they want to be the leader. Otherwise, delaying this, they're just playing games. If you know, even the Socialist Party at some point was accused to say Fred Membe's daughter was trying to find a way of ousting Edgar Lungu when he was still alive. There was some audio that had leaked, if you remember. So the reality is that they need to appoint a leadership in that alliance. And those that want to leave, they will leave. So they might as well just do it now. Otherwise, and then Mao Sampa says Bill 13, so it seems like there is another bill that is likely to be presented in Parliament. What is the UPND on the ground in Mfue campaigning? So that's an image of Gary Nkombo when he was campaigning, kneeling for votes. So George Mutonga was responding to this. I never trust campaigns like this. Everyone who kneels ends up being horrible. I do not trust these tactics anymore. Talk about laws, appeal, and intelligence, not pretending to be humble. So he says he does not like the look where people go to kneel before people and pretty much beg for votes and then don't do anything to that. To which Oliver Shala responded to say, it's actually standard practice in Zambian politics. It's symbolic. The problem comes when one is too proud to do it. In Zambia, everything has got precedence. So he's simply saying it's actually standard practice. If you are proud not to kneel, then obviously you face the consequences. So not that the UPND are doing anything unique there. It's just, so those are some of the images that came from Mfue. The UPND is out on the ground campaigning. As you may be aware, there are by-elections that are coming up in Mfue. That's where Gary Nkombo was campaigning earlier on today. And then the mass newspaper talks about Doreen explodes, not that, means shouts when pressed over Chabinga sham audio. So that's the response coming from the alleged minister in that audio. And then Diggers goes further to say ZAM board was dissolved and culprits are in court. Muchima, what more do you want? So he says, I mean, people are facing consequences with regard to the health scandal that is going on with the medicines. So what else do you want if people are already in court? And that's the news, ladies and gentlemen.